Burton here. This will be the first of several videos that you'll see. This is mild steel. I think it's 1/8, 3-inch bar. I've been essentially just using my pedal down there and trying to just run right across it and see where the arc is, see where the puddle actually is. You can see I ran across the edges up and down here. I've been just doing left to right. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be on this small piece. It does get hot. I have my 24s on right now, 24 gloves, and the TIG finger helps a lot. Originally I had it on with this surface touching, and then I realized, wait a second, if I flip it, I have 3 pieces of fabric, because even this was starting to get warm. And typically what I'm doing with this, I'll put it on my right hand here, is I am putting it on my pinky finger, and then I'm rolling it down like this, so that I can slide with it on my palm. I don't know what the proper way is to do this yet. I'll have to look at some videos to see how other people hold it. I've seen people putting it on their middle finger, and then propping up on their middle finger. I'm not sure how that's comfortable yet. I'll just have to play. So what I'm going to do now is I've taken the Everlast torch and I've hooked up the connector, the control only, so that I can press this and see what happens. Because I've been using the foot control, and the foot control, it'll, as you push it down, it gives you more amps, but I don't have a view of how many amps I'm getting while I'm welding. So I have no clue what I'm actually getting, and I set the thing to 60. So this is going to tell me what 60 amps feels like right off the bat, and how soon it takes for the puddle to form, all that stuff. Now, I've had to grind my tungsten probably 3 times now, and every single time that I dipped it in, I didn't think I was dipping it. It's really hard to tell how far you are from the metal once the arc starts. That's probably just my inexperience right now. The Pyrex cup, though, is awesome. When you have this thing, you can have this thing at near 90-degree mark right here. You'll notice that it's fairly straight. It's maybe 5 degrees off, and you can see that puddle clear as day. Not sure how it will transfer to the higher what do they call it, amps yet. But we're going to find out. So I'm going to run more beads, probably over my beads that I've been doing here, to see what 60 amps feels like, and then I'll probably turn it up and down, and I'll make another video to append to this one. Okay, this is appending 2. First we're going to turn off our lovely... Actually, let's turn off gas first. That is closed, right? Yes, it is closed. Okay. And now I guess it would be smart to purge the gas that's in the system. So let's turn this down, and then just let this purge. And we're waiting, still waiting. There we go. Good enough for me. And then what we'll do is we'll shut this down. Man, that thing's loud. Okay. So, experiment number 2. And now I'm going to take a break, because I've been sitting here for an hour or 2. What we see up here, this thing, this short little run before I dipped, and this one here, those were both at 60 amps. And man, that puddle formed a lot faster than what I've been doing on the pedal. So I wasn't even close to 60 amps when I was using the pedal. When I was using the pedal, I was getting this stuff down here. That was like the most. This was normal. If I had to guess, I would say that this was close to 30, 35, or 40. And I say that because this bead up here, or cross run, was at 40. I think this one was also at 40. And I have some issues that I need to work on. And I want to look things up to make sure I'm doing stuff right first. First is how I'm holding my torch. So I'm holding it like this. I got it between 2 fingers, thumb clamped over this thing, and I'm tucking my pinky down so I can run it this way. what I typically do is I will decide where I'm going to torch. I will touch, lift, and then whatever gap I get, the minimal gap, I'll start. I found when I do that though, I don't know if the puddle comes forward, but I always get a dipped rod there, so that's not working for me. So then what I started to do, I should probably put this 2-finger on real quick so I don't melt my flesh, because I was just welding on this. Alright, so then what I typically do is I will come in here, I'll press down, lift up a little bit higher, and then when I start, I will adjust in a little until I see the arc and the puddle forming kind of greenish. Well, I mean, obviously it's greenish, but when the arc is formed, there's this plume of orangey color, and then there's a tighter, which I'm assuming is the arc, tighter green color, and then the puddle. And what I've been doing is, if the puddle is where this burn mark is, my torch will be right about here. I'll move it a little so you can see it, so that it's kind of just trailing behind the tip of that puddle while I'm moving. So the 60 amps up here, I had to move really quick. In fact, you can see right there where I started to gouge the metal. So I was surprised how fast that came on, and I dropped it down to 40 and played with it. But yeah, good learning experience. I ran a 40 down the edge here just to see how that would feel, and you could see it started to come up. I did roughly clean this with the metal brush, but not much. I'll need to clean it again and keep playing with it. So that's my fun time for today. I might get back on a little later tonight after I do some more research, figure out exactly what I'm missing, what I need to try, and some settings I can adjust. And I'll probably default back to the trigger finger down here, because the trigger finger gives me a fixed amount to feel out. And then after doing that a couple more times and not dipping the tungsten in, then I'll go back to the pedal, knowing what I know. When I was using the pedal, as soon as you click on, which is, you can hear the click, I think it's like around 5 amps, and then about halfway through, it's about 60. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I never tried to floor it. So, given that this is a 250, I'm assuming the bottom is also 250, and halfway would be 120. I don't know yet, though, because I can't watch this. I might set up a video just to watch this while I'm using the foot pedal to see exactly how many amps I was using. But judging from what I've done here and the earlier stuff I was doing with the pedal, like all this is barely anything in here. I was barely getting any amperage out. So I don't know if it's going 0 to whatever I set it, which is 60, or if it's going 0 to 250 when I use the pedal. I'll have to read the book to find out. If you have any questions, that's great. If you have any criticisms, it's too early for that. I don't think I've used the torch enough to get the criticisms and actually be able to use that information. So, till next time.